Hey there, Shalini Mittal here from Tech Gatha, and in this video we are going to have a look at nested loops. Now why do you need nested loops, right? So let's see a simple example. Say you want to print the multiples of a number. So for example, the number is 2. So the multiples of 2 will be 2. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 4 is 8. Then 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 and 20. So I'll take a number and I will initialize it to 2. We know that we want to print the multiples of 2. 2 times 1, 2 times 2, 2 times 3 means the loop has to start from 1 and go till 10. So my range will go till 11 and I'm going to say print whatever the number is multiplied by I. Done. Now let's see. So it prints the multiples of 2. How about if I now want to print the multiples of 3? I'll do this. I want to print, changing the value of number to 3. I want to say print the multiple of 4. I'll again change the number to 4, right? And so on and so forth. So I want to print multiples of 2. I use this loop and print multiples of 2. I want to print multiples of 3. You can see these two lines are repeated over here. Only what is changing is the value of number. That means to print multiples of 2, same logic. Print multiples of 3, same logic. Multiples of 4, same logic. Means I want to repeat this when number is 2. Repeat this when number is 3. Repeat this when number is 4. So I can actually take one more loop and I can say for number in range 1, 6. So it starts from 1 and it does what? When my number is 1. So you would see when the loop starts, initial value of number is 1. It goes inside. What it does? It then starts iterating this loop where I becomes 1 and then number that is 1 into I that is 1 equals to 1. It prints multiples of 1. Then again this loop hasn't completed, right? This loop will only iterate till this loop iterates. So for number equals to 1, this runs how many times? 10 times, printing the multiples of 1. Then when number becomes 2, this again restarts. Very, very important. This one is called as an inner loop. This one is called as an outer loop. And the inner loop will run the number of times the outer loop runs. So outer loop runs 5 times. Inner loop will run 5 times. But for every value of the outer loop, inner loop runs 10 times. So if I want to print the multiples of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, outer loop runs 5 times and for every value of the outer loop, inner loop will run 10 times. So total will be 10 into 5, that is 50. So see. Multiples of 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. How about if I want the output this way? Multiples of 2, then multiples of 3, then multiples of 4, then multiples of 5 and so on, right? So when I am printing this multiple, I want to end it via a space. So this inner loop is printing this. I am separating every value with a space. So I say don't end with a new line but end with a space. And then when this inner loop completes, say for number equals to 1, it prints and so on till 10. It completes this Then before it can execute the next value of number, I want a new line. So within the outer loop, but outside the inner loop, I just say print. Now if I run it again, see, now it prints in a kind of a tabular format. So always remember that inner loop will run the number of times the outer loop runs. Let's see few more examples with nested loops. So say I want to take 5 numbers as input from the user and print factors of every number. Okay, so what I want to do is 5 numbers. So say for example, the first number entered is 20. So what are the factors of 20? 1, 2, 4, 5, 10 and 20. I take second number as 12. So the factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. So let's write a program for the same. For I in range of, I want to take 5 numbers. So 1, 6. I'll say number is equals to int input enter number 1. Once I get the number, now see what I need to do. I need to take 5 numbers as input. This is the loop that's going to take 5 values. And for every number I take an input, I want to print the factors. Now for printing the factors of a number, I will again have to write a loop that starts from 1 and it goes till number plus 1, because I need to print the factors starting from 1 to the number inclusive. So range 1 comma number plus 1, and then it's simple. I'll say if number mod j is equal to 0, I'm going to print j. And then let me just put a space because it's going to print the factors of the number. And then before it takes next number, I'll just say print for an empty space, or go to the next line. I'll save it and let me restart and let me comment out these so that we can focus on only this part. So if I run again, okay. I guess I missed a round bracket. Okay. Enter number 1, 20, factors of 20, 12, factors of 12, 6, factors of 6, 15, factors of 15, 45, factors of 45, and the program stops. Let's see just one last example with nested loops. Now this is something important that you have to take care. So for example, it's going to be the same program with a twist. So I'm going to say take 5 numbers as input, but print instead of factor, factorial of every number. So if I am taking, I'll take small values, say 5, then what I want to do is factorial of a number is 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5, which will be 120. If I take 12, then it's going to be 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 till into 12 and whatever it comes to. So I want to find factorial is nothing but product of numbers from 1 till n, right? So let's write a program. So I'm going to have the same loop So I'll just reuse that one. So 5 numbers I have to take. I've taken the first number. I again start from 1 till number, because product of numbers 1 to 5. Now what I need to do over here is, see, I take first number 5, right? So say first time when the loop runs, my number is 5. Now I want to find the factorial of this number. So we know that we're going to take a product variable initialized to 1, and I'll start a loop from 1. So that is the inner loop. So when my j is 1, what do? My product will be p into j. So that gives me p is 1. 1 into 1 is 1. When my j becomes 2, my p will be previous p into current value of j, that is 2. When my j becomes 3, my p will be previous value of p into current value of j, that is 6. When my j becomes 4, my p should be previous value of p multiplied by current value of j, that is 24. And when it becomes 5, my p will be previous value of p into current value of j, that is 120. So I got first result. Now when I run for the second time, I enter the number as 12, right? When my number is 12, I have to do the same steps again and again, starting from j equal to 1 to j equal to 12, finding the product of the number. But for the next number, your p should be again initialized to 1. I cannot take the previous value of p. So remember, after your j completes, your p needs to be reinitialized to 1. So in that case, what I'll do is, before I start the for loop, we'll take a variable initialized to 1 and p equals to p into j. So this inner loop is doing what? Finding the factorial of a number, and then once I do that, I can just say print factorial of number, and suppose I do this is p. Very simple program. So let me erase this and let me run. So I enter number 1, 5, you can see 120. 7, 5040. 10, you can calculate actually, right? And suppose say 4, it's 24, and the program stops. So this reinitialization of p for every time before the inner loop begins is very, very important. So that's all with respect to nested loops. In next video, we will again revisit nested loops, but we will also understand how break or continue works with nested loops. Till then, happy learning, take care, and bye-bye.